My goodness, you guys, this thing could not have come at a worse time, but you know what? Let's just get to it. So, you guys know I put out a little video just talking about the Joy when they announced it, because it seems like, what are we doing here, Cricut? I feel like, have you ever seen Twitter when people say like, nobody at all, and then it's like nothing there, and then it's like Cricut, and then they're like Joy, you know? It's like nobody, who asked for this tiny thing? I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, I think what they probably hear is, hey, the machines are really big, right? And they're big machines, some of them. I mean, the profile is not that big on a, well, I still use my expressions, but like on the Air or the Explorer, it's not that big. The Maker is obviously a little bit wider, but it does take, you know, if you put it away, you have to bring it out, and it's just a thing, right? So Cricut Joy was made here to do most of the functionality, but it's really going to cut long things for you if you want the length of it, right? Trying to get it out of this box, sorry. The box is really cute. It's just a regular box. And then within that is the bundle that HSN put out. So we're not going to talk about the whole shipping fiasco. We are done with that, guys. Try to get your money back like I showed you in that last video. Call them, let them know. Apparently now they're even giving refunds to your regular form of payment, like whatever you did to pay for it, not just spendable cash, which is better, right? Because it's your money, you get it back. But we have this fun little box, your DIY best friend. Now, I didn't even have to go to my dining room to do this because this guy is little, right? But I might change the camera angle when we start playing with it. But compact smart cutting machine, it says. Really cute packaging. Here we go. Again, super long. We'll talk about the width and all that in a minute. I know, you know, they talked about that obviously all over HSN on the demos. A lot of people missed the demos because as soon as we saw that shipping was not going to be $5, I think it deflated everyone, including Anna Griffin and Sarah. And it was just a weird day. But anyway, oh, this has a lot of seals. So what they did is they had this bundle. This is the original bundle, the one that they had for the Today Special on HSN, so it comes with some extra things. Then when they sold that out, they added a card making bundle at the same price. It had, I think, less of the smart materials, but I had already bought separately the card making bundle. So I paid $19.99 for that and $5 shipping, and so we have that to look at, so we can try to do that. I think in this initial one, I'm going to just show how to set it up, maybe make some first cuts, and then we will do some of the different things as we come across the next couple days. Like every day I'll have something. This is interesting. Oh, you know why? Because of the way that's laid in here. I'm like, why does this feel... She goes like this. Oh my gosh. I told you guys it needs to knock my socks off or if I'm going to keep it, because literally the price of this $179 plus all the extra things that you need to get for it. If you only bought the bundle, let's say at Michael's, I know Michael's is giving, I think, a free roll of smart something or other, which is like $6, okay? You can get that. And then on HSN, this was, I don't know, that night was just crazy. And then she's like, oh, they're going to sell out. And, you know, this is such a great price point. You know, the larger machines are $400, $500. Well, that's not really true because the Explorer is $199. It's like $20 more, you know, your basic. And I'm sure there's plenty of people you can buy a used one from. But let's just talk about this little guy. So as far as the value and what it does. So anyway, she retails for $179. You can see that everywhere you can get it $179. I guess it depends on what it comes with. But in this initial box, we have... Open Me. So of course I'll read through these things. I'm not going to sit here with you guys kind of waiting. But what I did when I reviewed the the Cricut Explorer, or the Anna Griffin model, I think what I did was I just used what was here just so that you guys can do the exact same thing, right? We're going to open it up. It says to go to cricut.com/setup. To be honest, I'm probably not going to use my phone or an iPad, so hopefully I can still use just the regular laptop, because I don't know if you guys do this, but, well, my phone is full. There's no way I can put anything else on it. But my kids, they all took our laptop, our iPads, and like my husband will change the password, and then he doesn't know what the password is, so I'm not even going to deal with that. But we will see. So it comes with a smart vinyl sample and then your blade. And it says the blade is already installed. It cuts intricate shapes with ease. And then we have the adhesive mat, a deluxe paper sample, and your fine point pen. All right. Deluxe paper pen sample. This is paper, just cardstock. We have the vinyl, which is very nice. We have the regular standard grip mat, which is something that you can put 4.5 inches up to, it looks like 6.5 inches. So 4.5 by 6.5. It has a little extra for it to go into the carrier there. And then your FCC statement, okay? Very important. You can read all that. What's kind of interesting is that in the old models in here, it'll already tell you like, hey, set this up, but it's basically telling you on this little piece of paper to go to cricut.com/create to get started. So let's look at that in just a second. There's still a little bit more in this box and see what's in here. Obviously we need some plugs, yep. And then we have the pen, and the blade is already in the housing here. So the only other thing in the main box is the plug, which is nice and generous. I love a long plug because especially with something like this, you want to put it here, there, everywhere, you know. It has a nice guard here. I don't think you pull this out for any reason. It's just here. We have these two plugs, obviously. Oh, you know what? These are two different things. That's kind of a bummer. I was hoping it was one extra long one. Okay, so what we have is... Well, no, it is. Yeah, duh. Okay, so this is going to go in here whenever we open it up. And obviously this guy plugs into this. All right, so we do have an extra generous plug. I like how thick this is too. It's not just like a little weeny regular old end there. So that's good. I do not want to open her up until I'm ready to kind of change the angle and show that for you guys. What's a bummer is, you know what? I'm probably not going to change up the angle, to be honest, because it doesn't have much going on. There's nothing to see, right? So we'll just let it go here. But let me go grab my laptop. Oh, you know what? Let me see what else is in this extra bundle from HSN. So like I said, we'll initially just do this basic stuff because that's what most people will be getting when they pick it up. And then I'll do a card and go from there. But when we open this up, we have several tubes of the transfer tape, one of Smart Label, one of Smart Vinyl, one of Smart Iron-On, some extra pens. It looks like 3 extra pens there. And then the little kit that is basically just your tools for weeding, as Anna Griffin likes to call it. But we have a little poker tool, we have like a spatula and a scraper. So let me go pull up my computer. I'll probably have to change the angle for that actually. So, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I actually came to my living room. Supposedly you can take this anywhere, right? So maybe this is the best place to try it out. I'm at my couch because this is where I keep my computer plugged in, and for some reason this Asus, if it's not plugged in, it starts flashing really badly the screen. It just started doing that recently. So anyway, Cricut.com/create. When I opened up the page, it goes right here and it says more research to get you started. Just select your machine. We have Cricut Joy. It's already clicked, right? Cricut Maker, Cricut Explorer 2, but there's how-to videos, help with Bluetooth, Cricut.com, or Cricut Help. Cricut Joy help page. It says it comes with your machine. It kind of talks about that. It says also you have some other couple things. So need to set up your machine, and I guess that's what we're gonna click. And it might ask me to log in to Design Space or whatever it is that they use. And to be honest, I have never used this computer for my Cricut. So I think I'm gonna have to download it. Download Design Space for Windows. And in your download folder, double click the file name, Cricut Design Space, install. So obviously we're gonna, well, this is how it would be on my computer. I don't know how yours works, but I'm gonna close this real quick. I'm just going to download this. So however your computer does it, it's already on this other laptop that I have over here, but this laptop has a cracked screen and I just don't want to show it that way. So let's just start from brand new, which is good for some people. Again, I have already a login for my Cricut's Design Space, so I should be able to log in, I hope. And I'll do that off camera, but for right now it's just installing. And you know, it's funny, I have an hour and 10 minutes now to pick up my kids, and I'm like, you know what? If this is so easy to turn on and use it and just get your cuts going, because that's supposedly the whole point of doing the cards very quickly, those kind of things, then that should be plenty of time. That's another thing too. Whenever you plan to make a Cricut, something cut out, you're like, oh yeah, this will be quick. And then it's not quick. So anyhow, in your downloads folder, it's still thinking, double click the file named Cricut Design Space. And of course, I don't want to waste your guys' time doing this here, but basically it's going to download. I'm going to run it and save it. I know a lot of us aren't computer savvy, so maybe you want to see it as it works, but let me get a little bit closer. And this is about the time you're going to be using. I'm going to undo this while that's still thinking, because I have to plug this in kind of far away from where I am. So let's just open her up. I haven't opened it yet. Okay, here we go. I just kind of slid my nail in that little space there. It's very cute. It is very small and it's very cute. So to me, if I could keep this on my desk and most of the cuts I'd make are kind of card size cuts, then that's great, you know? So let's open her up. Oh, so cute. You do have to remove this fluffy stuff and everything, so just make sure this is out of the way, and maybe it'll talk about that in this thing when we're going, but for now I just want to get that going. And then I'm going to plug in the back here and leave this flat or facing out because you don't want it obviously in the way of the mat or your paper coming out this backside. I'll put this over here again and we'll focus on her when it's time to focus on her. So, welcome to Design Space. It has machine setup and it has sign in separately, which is kind of odd. So let me click on machine setup, I guess. Select the product you want to set up, register or update, and that would be Cricut Joy. I do not want to register and all that stuff right now. Create a Cricut ID. Your Cricut ID is golden ticket to all things Cricut. It says already have an ID, yes, so I'm going to click sign in. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. I'll be right back. You guys, I signed in off the top of my mind, like my memory, and it worked. All right, so let's accept. So that's all I did. I just put in my information. If you don't have, obviously, a login yet, you would fill out all the information there. And I'm going to accept. And it says no device found. Well, yeah, that's because it's not plugged in or anything. So place the machine 10 inches from the wall. Connect 10 inches from the wall. Anyway, connect the power and then connect via Bluetooth. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and I'll be right back. All I did was plug in the thing and it turned on, right? I don't know if you heard that. It just went, so like the little track went to where it needs to be. Let me try to do this for both. Okay. So this is no device found. And basically when it says 10 inches from the wall, that means you need 10-inch clearance behind it actually for the thing to function well, right? So place the machine 10 inches from the wall, connect power, connect via Bluetooth in system setting. So it's still no device found, but now it's kind of giving me this little red signal. So let me turn on my computer's Bluetooth, which I think should be on already, but if it's not, I'm gonna go see what that's about and I'll be right back. Yeah, it's on already, right? Look at this, Bluetooth. Let's add, well, show Bluetooth devices. I hope I'm not boring you guys. I do like to show you how everything kind of pans out. So if you're having these same issues, obviously you do have some setup to do. With the phone, obviously it's different. Usually your phone's like ready to go. But again, if your phone isn't ready to go, then you need to put on your Bluetooth. And it says add a Bluetooth or a device. Let me just click on that because the Bluetooth is on. It says discover desktop, but that's not what we want. Add a device. Choose the kind of device you want to add. I'm just going to click on everything else. Make sure your device is turned on and discoverable. Select the device below. MR60 gateway? No, I don't know what that is. Alright, I'm going to have to do a little more troubleshooting. And again, this video wasn't supposed to be about troubleshooting this part, so this part it has to do with my computer itself. So I am going to poke around and see where I can find it on my Bluetooth and I'll be right back. Okay, easy enough. For my computer, again, add Bluetooth or a device, and it was just under Bluetooth. So nothing fancy and wireless, whatever. When I clicked on that, there it is, Joy 61. Maybe that's just mine, but it's 6E1A. And now I'm clicking connect. Your device is ready to go. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, there we go, Joy 61A, and it's spooling, it's thinking. This might be, okay. Again, hopefully that helped you guys out just to kind of see what you're looking at, but again, each computer is different, so. I'm gonna let it keep spooling until it knows what it needs to do, because basically what I need to do is click continue once this is like ready to go. So let's let it sit and think, and I'll be right back. A little message came up that says, please check that your machine is connected and powered on. If it is, turn off your machine, wait a moment, and power it back on. If you need help, click here. So where is the off on this thing? Oh, that'd be great. You know what? It just means to unplug it, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I remember that dude saying it doesn't even have that. So I guess I'm going to unplug it. Okay, all I did. I'm just waiting a little minute. And then I will plug this back in. And I'll bet you can probably turn it off with like the command from your phone, possibly. But for now, that's all I can do. So I'm going to put this back down. And power back on. If you need help, click here. Okay, well, I'm going to click to redo it think about it again. Here we go. Well, let's see. It says select Cricut device. And I'm going to do the Joy Bluetooth. And it's going to think about it again. All right. Yes, that's it. That's all we did. So I just had to unplug it, plug it back in, and then I just reset this area that I kept thinking about it. Now we have continue. Machine updates. Oh, yay! So sure you've got the latest update, latest and greatest firmware on your Cricut Joy. So now I have to say update. So that's going to take us another little minute. It's going to reboot the machine and do some fun things. Stay connected and powered on during update, it says. So I am going to wait for this to get going, and it's doing a little something. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, it says there's only a few seconds remaining, so here we go. Okay, success. Your machine is up to date. And hopefully, let me pan out a little bit. You can hear it just did the same spooling sound. It doesn't move because there's nothing to move. It's in where it should be. So machine's up to date. I have to crop this top part out because it has like my email and other information. So basically the next screen just says register machine. So now we're done with that. I'm going to click accept, and your email and stuff is up at the top. So just know that. And I'm going to say register. It says great. Your Joy is registered and set up. So next. You want a free month trial to create access, and then after that, it costs you $10 a month. Maybe later. All right. Let me back up so we can see this whole thing. And then we have test cuts, which is kind of a bummer because I don't really want to waste my vinyl, but at the same time, I just want to do what's on here so you guys can kind of get started too. So I like the crown. That's cute. Where would I put that? Maybe on something Miranda, but it's silver. That's fine. So let's click on this crown. And we're going to say next. And step 1, confirm the blade is set in place. So I'm just reading what this says, and I'm sure for your phone it's going to be exactly the same. It might look a little bit different, but I'm just, confirm the blade is set in place with the clamp closed. Now that's how it came here to us. So yes, we're good. But if you were to check it, all you do is open it up. It's here. It doesn't matter how you put it in. Just pop it in and close it. Okay, so that's not a big deal. Let's make sure this is flat. Okay, and so next, we're just gonna press the button for next. Insert smart vinyl, of course. How come I couldn't cut it on regular paper? I probably could. I'm just gonna do what it says, but I probably could do this on regular paper. Insert smart vinyl under the guides and up against rollers. So as you can see, there's like, I'll show you. These little slits down here on the other side, little guide, and I'm just gonna put this in here. And I remember Anna saying to go ahead and just give it a push, because you saw where it stopped here, that's not where you want to go. You want to keep going. And what it did right now is it measured how much vinyl it needs to make sure you have the right amount, because if this was longer and you need 4 feet, it's going to spool all 4 feet through and then spit it back so it knows that, yes, we can do this cut. So right now all I did was check that little bit of cut that it's going to do. It didn't even let me size it. So this is very basic. So let's just go. It says start cut, go. And it says cut in progress. Let me make sure this is out of the way. Yep. All right, just thinking. I actually got a new router yesterday. It's a mesh router. The thing is amazing. So things should go faster, but that's pretty good. So again, this did not let me mess with it. I couldn't change the size or anything like that, so it's just gonna cut what it cuts. And I'm trying to see if Miranda has anything around here I can stick this on. She does not. You know what? She has this little thing of Crayola right next to me on the couch here where she leaves all her little supplies because, why put it away when you're just going to use it again later? It is kind of picking up a little bit gougy, like scrunching. I don't know if you noticed that, but it's a piece of paper. This is literally just a thin vinyl kind of matte thing that's already attached to your smart stuff. I just want to make sure in the back that I am cleared out, yeah. It's not bad. And you guys can kind of see how long it takes to cut something. Even this one isn't super intricate, but it's cute. I will definitely have to cut something for you guys that you can size and measure. So it says test cut complete. It says next. And then that's basically unload. So I'm just clicking these things. And there we go. And what's a bummer is that if I controlled this, I would put this way up here so I don't waste 1.5 inches of vinyl up here. Because it's just chilling here. Nothing. We have a little bit of vinyl left, but okay, that's the purpose of this vinyl, is to be used for a test. And then of course we have the tools that I'm not using here. I'm just using my hands, but if you didn't get the bundle I just said, you might not have the tools anyway, right? So here we go. That's cute, the little extra. And here's our little guy. That's it. Remove the cut image from the backer. It says keep learning at Cricut.com for more. So I'm just gonna take this and stick it on here, and Miranda will like that when she gets home. And I probably should have done this a different way, but that's okay. That's what they have that transfer tape for, to help you pick up your vinyl images. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Hold on. This thing is gangly. Okay, I can't do that in front for you guys the way I was doing it. You can reposition it though, so that's nice. I'm able to pick it up. I need to put this down in front of me and hold it with both hands. That's a little better. But that vinyl transfer tape that it comes with, that roll, that's what it helps you do. Get this stuff on here nicely. But there we go. That's a little bit junky, and this is also a round surface, but there we are. I'll fix that again since I can reposition it a little bit. All right, let's start designing, because this is what I want to see. It's like, how are you going to make a cut and actually use maybe the designs you already have, all that kind of stuff. So new project, I'll just click on new projects because I don't have any projects. And, oh yeah. Does this show all the things I already have on here? I've uploaded before, just a lot of things back in the day. Nope, I don't like that. Let me see here. Let me think about what they got going on here. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that. Well, I guess that's something we could look at. I'm going to poke around. So anyway, as you're on here, it's just design space. Pick what you like and then we'll mess with it. But when I pick something that I like, I will come back and show you how I can manipulate it and get it cut. Okay, for right now, hopefully you can see what's going on with the screen. I'm just going to go back in here. I haven't been on MySpace in forever. MySpace. Anyway, Cricut Design Space in a long time. So I'm going to click on Image. And then up here in this corner, I'm going to filter it because everything's like, oh, you want to buy this? This one's free, it says, or purchased, which is funny because I've never really bought things on here. I know they gave me everything. Let me go back to these larger. I'm going to click on filter. Whenever I had the Imagine and they stopped carrying it and they totally, stopped using the Gypsy too, they gave me basically all of the Imagine cartridges for free, which I had already bought a ton of them. But like that was their thing. So I'm going to click on, well, let me unclick it. I'm going to click on My Images because this is ownership. There's free. You can click on both of them, I suppose. Purchased. So I'm going to click on My Images because I'm assuming that should be the ones that I already have. And I mean, I can scroll through this whole thing. You can search for something. I mean, look at all this. This cannot be all the images I have because I literally uploaded every cartridge I have to them, to the Gypsy. So from the Gypsy, it went to them and that was like probably a couple hundred cartridges at the time. I don't even know what I'm looking at. So let's just pick something because like I said, this is craziness. I don't even know what this is. There should be tons more, but we have, ooh, not butterflies, bows and deer and 3D projects and I don't know, all sorts of stuff. But I guess this needs to be kind of simple, right? So we cut one thing. Those are drawings, I guess, which we'll do next time, which will be very easy. I was saying maybe I should do this guy, but I don't know if it's going to be small enough. This purchased shopping bag. It's say insert image. Let's see what happens. It's going to be like, nah, I don't think so, girl. Or maybe it has to be very small. So it's 3 by 6 inches. And you know what? I think that's good enough. Let's see what happens. Is this thing big enough for that? Let's see. Did they give us a piece of paper? They gave us a piece of paper that isn't even big enough to fill the mat, guys. Come on, people. All right, that's fine. Okay, so this particular image has also a layer, I guess, which is not it's something I'm going to use right now. Where can I put this so I know exactly where it is? This is fine. This is fine. So let me open this up. Now, if you do want to resize it and all that good stuff, obviously you have your editing, your flip. I mean, a lot of this was like what was on the Gypsy, which was amazing. I love the Gypsy. She's my favorite. I am kind of concerned though, because this is a little bit smaller than the 6.5. It says 6, so I guess we're okay. I just want to put the paper in the right spot. So again, if you want to, you can even manipulate it from here. It's probably not gonna let me go bigger because this is the Joy and it's only so big, right? So if I was on a different machine, which it already has my machines on here, which would be the Expressions or the, what did I have on here? And the, any other machine I have, it would be on there. But I'm going to take this off. I'm going to use this scrap piece of paper that they gave me. And what I want to see on the next one, when I say make it, let me see what this is going to look like. I want to see where it is on my paper exactly. How will you load all of your materials for this project? On matte. So there's without matte for Cricut Smart materials only. And if you click that, it's going to ask you also like what type of material is the glitter paper? Is it the no, well, all those things. Labels, you know, all that. On matte for any material. On card matte, that's the matte that has the card insert, which I have set aside. I haven't shown it here. I'll show it in the next video. Multiple ways. Many select for each load. Manually select, sorry, for each load. So that's kind of interesting. But right now we're going to do on matte, and we're going to say done. And review artwork. So they're showing you, you know, you have your matte. I guess it doesn't really matter which way it's going because they're exactly the same one way or the other, but it does say standard grip at the top. And it's showing me it's going to cut pretty much over on this area. And you know what? I'm going to make it so it's exactly the same. Look at this. So we have 1 through 6.5 inches, right? And on the other side, it's like centimeters. So this one has the inches and the centimeters. So I'm going to go ahead and line it up just the way they're telling me so that I don't miss a spot and I don't wreck this thing. So I'm just putting this over here. It might miss a little bit on the bottom edge here, but c'est la vie. Okay, so I'm gonna put that here. It's because they gave us the smallest piece of paper in the world. All right. Okay, so we have it. We have it to cut. We have 1 copy. If you want, I guess, to do more, I don't know, you can mess with that. Again, that's more design space. Here I'm just trying to use the machine. And you can edit your selections for each material here. Like I said, if you select that it's smart material, you can also change it. But right now it's on matte. If you messed up and you don't want it on matte, you just click on this again and select from the drop down what you want. Material size 4.5 by 6.5, which is not true. It's 4.5 by 6, but that's okay. Well, yeah, no, we're good. You want to mirror image it. There's lots of different options over here on the left. Hopefully you can see what I'm looking at, but you'll see. And that's about it. So let's just say continue. To continue, please connect your joy. For some reason, it disconnected. It should still be on here because I haven't done anything, but that's okay. It's looking for it. Okay. Now it's asking me to set the material type. Ay, ay, ay. This is just cardstock. It says it's premium cardstock, right? But I don't see that as a thing other than medium cardstock, which is a little bit heavier. So, let me see. It is a little bit heavier. So let's say that one. And I have a touchscreen computer too, and I never use it, so I just touched it. I mean, you can click it. Pressure, default pressure, that's fine with me. Load fine point blade in clamp, which it's already there. Load matte into machine. And I'll hold it up for you guys like this. Again, give it a little push so it kind of gets to the rollers. And now it's measuring. I'm holding it in my hand, you guys, and you can see it's doing what it needs to do. I'm gonna put this down for a second though, because what's the point of holding it? And tools material, it's good to go. It says click go, so I will click on go, which is down in the corner here. Again, there are no buttons on this machine. You are not doing anything, any kind of operation on this machine. So very interesting. Now it's finalizing, and here we go. I was like, it's not even cutting on the mat, on the paper. But it started off at the edge. Hopefully it was just doing, I don't know what it was doing. But you saw how it took in the paper and spit it out. It's measuring, it's making sure you have enough material that it needs, right? Oh yes, it cut right at the edge. Good. This is gonna be the tiniest little bag you ever seen. I'm sure it's gonna be adorable. And there's a pause for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe something got in the way. You're like, oh no, pause. So there's a pause, and it's just cutting. So the reason I like her is because I don't have a lot of space in my craft. My craft room is ridiculous. Actually, I'll show you guys where I'm going to put her right now because I did change up some stuff. So complete, it says unload. It's basically still holding on a little bit. So that's all. You're not going to pull it, right? You want to make sure to click unload. And now it gives it up. It gives it up a little bit for you. And look how cute my little bag is. Okay. Well, and now it's still set there. So I guess if you want to make another cut, you can go again with the same thing. You can do it again if you didn't want to keep loading. Now, of course, on a regular machine, you could do this 6 times, maybe even more than that at once, right? But look at this little guy. Okay, so what I do notice, and I'll tell you right now, is that there are no scoring marks, right? Because this thing isn't going to score for us. I didn't think about that. So there are some cartridges where instead of scoring, it used to do dashes, like dashes, 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 which you know, at the end you end up ripping your paper. But this one, this particular one has like little scoring marks. Hopefully you can kind of see. It's like a little dash and a little dash, only one. So it's not a lot, and I can kind of feel from there. And you can also pull out a scoring board or your scoring tool if you need to. But I didn't think about that part, about scoring. You know, that's a big deal on some of these. Huh. I wonder. Do they have a scoring tool, guys? Do you know that? I feel like they just have pens and the cutter. But anyway, so I'm working on this just here for you guys. And I have plenty of time to go pick up my kids. So we cut vinyl, easy. I didn't even have to do anything because the machine just did it for us. Why we didn't get to manipulate that at all. But if you were going to cut vinyl, you select your material, all that, you know, get familiar with Design Space there. And then this little guy, I would just glue it together. There's a larger portion here, so I would, with this cut, obviously that doesn't matter because if you don't have this exact thing, it's not going to matter for you. But I would just glue those together, and there we go with our tiny little guy that took like 2 seconds, right, to make. I mean, it took a while to cut. Actually, that took a little bit longer than I would think. But that's okay. But to manipulate and do all that stuff, if you guys love Design Space, hey, it's all yours. Go for it. It's not really a thing I like to log into, but I do like now that if I wanted to, you know, I'll have this over there and I'll sit on my couch here and do my designing and send it over. So it's kind of fun in that regard. But probably better on your phone or on your tablet. You can just walk around and do what you need to do. So very good. We'll continue making tutorials. The next one will be the card making tutorial because I really want to do that and using the pens and all that kind of stuff. And then anything else you guys request if you want to see more of, I don't know what, because I'm not really into using the vinyl. It's not my thing. But I will do a tutorial if you want. I'll go to the Dollar Tree and get like something I can stick vinyl on, like a water bottle or something. I don't know. But thanks for watching, guys. My initial, easy to work with. I mean, obviously we had to update and do all those things that you initially have to do with a lot of machines. But for me, again, I don't like having a big machine just sitting out, and I just don't have the room for it. But I will go right now, and hi, let me see you there. I will go to my craft room to show you kind of where I would keep this thing. It's almost like that music on a haunted house should start up, be like, ha, ha, ha. Anyway, here is where I just put my Anna Griffin Mini Empress or Empress Mini just the other day. Because I have this cart that used to sit behind me. I sit here and do my videos. That's, if you guys can see, I have my thing up here, way up here, facing down, lighting and all that. Things I just hauled, they're still sitting out. And I did have the Empress Mini sitting right here. But then I was like, this is so dumb. I'm always reaching for my, you know, my inks and all that. It should be right here, right next to me. So this works out. I have my inks. They're all the quick dry inks and all the water reactive inks and some pigment inks from Crafter's Companion, but I have the whole sets of the quick dry and the pigment. But anyway, specialty papers that you need for stamping or watercolors and things like that are in here too. I'm going to switch out some of these things. But I was like, oh, you know what? I'll bring it over here. Oh, and now I have this space. I can put my little mini here. I always have the Junior sitting in front of me. So whenever I make videos, I just toss it in there. But now I have Empress sitting here. So when I have something larger, I can just run it over here. Just whoop, in sideways. So here I have these 3 machines. But now here comes our little Cricut Joy. So I'm probably going to put Cricut Joy here if I keep it. And I'm kind of almost thinking I'm going to keep it, you guys, because to be honest, I never really used the big 12 by 12 mat. I do have machines. I have plenty of machines. They're sitting in the closet I just walked by. I still have my Expressions, my Explorer. I sold to Imagine recently. I have the smaller Creates. I have all those things. But it'll fit here just perfectly. So I just have to see about having my cartridges on that site. I don't know that they have all my cartridges, so that means I have to start buying things, and I don't really care for that. But we will see. So she'll fit here, and I'll have to put this Empress Mini somewhere else, or just kind of, maybe, I don't know what I'm going to do with her. But thanks for watching, guys. Keep an eye out for the following tutorials. They will come hard and fast coming up in the next couple days, okay? Like I said, if there's something particularly you want to see about the Joy, let me know and I will try and get that going. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.